Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about the trailer that dropped that everyone's talking about. That's the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2. Now, we've all been waiting for this. I don't know for how long at this point. We saw Season 1, and those were wives that were currently on the show. Now, Season 2, they're kind of calling it the Ex-Wives Club. Actually, not kind of. Literally, they have it plastered on the trailer. But in this trailer, you see Brandi Glanville screaming at Tamra. Dorinda is warning the cast, and Eva's blaming Vicki for the conflict. Guys, we have all the details and more. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's no secret that the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, well, they're here. Ultimate Girls Trip is back, and it's a little bit different. In Peacock's latest creation, the Ex-Wives Club, former cast members of the Real Housewives franchise, including Real Housewives of Orange County's Vicki Gunvalson and Tamra Judge, Real Housewives of New York City, Jill Zarin and Dorinda Medley, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Eva Marcille, and also Phaedra Parks, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Taylor Armstrong and Brandi Glanville, are uniting in Massachusetts for a getaway of a lifetime filled with top-notch luxury, hilariously escapades, and it's hilarious escapades, you guys get it. They're having a lot of fun and nonstop drama. Bluestone Manor is a very special place. If you enter those doors, something happens. And this is what Dorinda is noting of the Berkshire mansion known as Bluestone Manor in the trailer, which was shared by Bravo's Daily Dish on May 4th. Why did I just realize that none of us are no longer on any of our shows? Eva quickly asked the group as the cast embarks on a series of adventures, including pajama parties, games on the lawn of Dorinda's home with boxes and balloons, a hot air balloon ride, canoeing, and even an apparent naked party, which is suggested by Brandi. Tamra warns that the Berkshires should prepare itself. We are destroying this town. And that's what she stated. Where do you have to go to whoop it up around here? Vicki's wondering. But if you guys don't know, then now you know. Vicki actually went into this getting a phone call from her now ex-fiance, Steve Lodge, letting her know that he's moving on. And not only was he moving on, he had another woman on the side who he's already married since then. So by the time they were filming this to now, he's not only broke up with Vicki, announced his new girlfriend, ran around Orange County with her, and also married her. And the show's not even out yet. This all happened before the trailer was even released. So as expected, it's not all fun and games for the former housewives. In fact, drama erupts quickly between the group of women, and Dorinda warns them, when my bubble bursts, I burst back. She and Vicki appear to butt heads throughout the trailer, with Vicki stating, birds of a feather flock together, and I'm not flocking with that bird. But to also kind of add into that, we know that Vicki was very open about her feelings about the shot. We can't say the word because of the algorithm on YouTube. She was very open about her feelings, saying, if you guys get this, then you're going to die. Dorinda did not agree with that statement, and Vicki was not pulling back. She did not care what Dorinda agreed with at all. Brandi and Tamra also go to bat, at least in the beginning, but they have been on each other's podcast since, so it looks like they were able to come together and make these things work out. I think that Vicki, Tamra, and Brandi end up becoming the new Tres Amigas, and that's how it always works. We always start off with housewives. If they're getting along in the beginning, they're not going to get along at the end. If they're not getting along in the beginning, they're probably going to come together at the end. It's the weirdest thing, but this is how it works in the housewives world. Shut the f*** up, Brandi tells Tamra as they sat at the dinner table, and Tamra fired back, which, do you know Tamra Judge? And she's like, no, you shut the f*** up. And I'm like, this is crazy already. What are we watching? I'm here for it, every single second of it. Just as production began on the new episodes last September, this is what we were talking about. Vicki actually split from her now married ex-fiance, Steve Lodge, which understandably became a hot topic of the show. And she had to navigate that, film with these women. She doesn't know half of them. And that would be an awkward situation to come into, because he didn't break up with her right before she got there. No, he made the call to her, letting her know that he was done with the relationship as soon as she started filming. It was almost a gift for production, right? But can you imagine? I'm leaving for just a week or two. I'm going to go film this show, and my fiance who's at home, and I think, well, maybe not everything's amazing, but we're going to work it out when I get back. We're just, taking some space he gives me a call and says, hey, guess what? Actually, I'm leaving you. I would be a tyrant at that point. I won't tell you anything, anymore about my relationship. How's that? And that's what Vicki told the ladies after the issue was brought to her attention. Dorinda and Jill appeared to have some drama as well. And she said, I was on a show that you were no longer on. Shots fired. Dorinda let him know. And she was telling Jill, sorry, girl, you might have started the show, but I was on the show longer than you and more recently than you were. Jill later was crying to Taylor Armstrong and saying, I can't do this. I can't do it. And later in the trailer, Phaedra recalls fighting about stuff she did as Vicki shot down the whole conversation. And Vicki's like, you know what? I'm going to get my orange back and watch me go. And we know that Phaedra doesn't stand a chance of getting her peach back because at this point, Kandi Burruss has made it very clear her line has been drawn in the sand. If she gets her peach back, then I'm exiting the franchise, which Sheree Whitfield recently just said is BS, but it's really not. You started a rumor that she was trying to drug somebody and bring them into a sex dungeon. I think that's kind of fair that she doesn't want to film with you, and she should get a little bit of leverage there on that. I understand people can change, but if Kandi's uncomfortable because you're willing to spread baseless rumors about somebody, attack their business, their family, their home life, and you're doing it for a show, who can be around that kind of energy? That's fair. There's a lot of conflict going on with 8 women, and this is what Vicki states. And Eva clapped back and saying the only conflict is you. At the end of last year, while appearing on the Daily Dish podcast, Andy Cohen, who's an executive producer on the series, discussed the new spinoff, saying, my dream cast crossover is also the twisted fantasy that is season 2 of Ultimate Girls Trip. To be honest with you, Phaedra, Vicki, Brandi, Glanville, Dorinda, I mean, they are all at the Berkshires. So this group is a group of wildly different people. It may be too twisted for words, we'll see, but that was really exciting for me. Now we know that Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip is coming to Peacock on June 23rd, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's gonna be one hell of a show. And I wanna know, will you guys be watching and recapping with me? So go ahead, comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are of the trailer. Smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let's talk about it. Mention it all. I want to hear your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.